Thanks for deciding to get your learn on in this video, where we're going to talk right now all about how to set up campaigns inside of Launch Control. You're not going to want to miss this, so we'll jump right in. Here I'm at Launch Control's dashboard, and on the left-hand side of the control panel, you go down here to Campaigns. And then, of course, you want to create a new campaign, so you will create a new campaign up here, and this one exists for creating follow-up campaigns that utilizes existing campaigns for people who didn't respond at all, so that you can retarget them. So keep that in mind. We'll cover that in a second, but first we're going to talk about creating an actual new campaign. First step, create new campaign. You got to name it. So whatever you name it, this is going to be test, and then you're going to select whatever market you're in, whatever area code that you've set your campaign up for, 619, and then your call forwarding number, and then you're going to go ahead and save it. And it is as simple as that, but obviously there's more to this. So back to the campaigns tab, of course, you would want to load a list into this particular campaign. You see no data because there is no list. And if you just created yours for the first time, yours will look like that. But you do have the ability to edit any of these campaign names in the future if you choose to do that. But when you want to actually utilize this campaign, then you're going to, when you send batches out, which we have a video, if you haven't seen it, you can click the card there to go and see that first, or linked in the description below. When you're sending out batches, you will, when you create a new batch, select the specific campaign. So that's why it's important to make sure that that campaign is loaded with prospects to actually send messages to. For follow-up campaigns that I promised to show you about, you go back to the Campaigns tab, and then you'll click on Create Follow-Up Campaigns. Now, you can click this Show Only Follow-Ups, which is pretty cool. It's relatively new, and this is going to show you what follow-up campaigns you already have. But when you do click Create Follow-Up Campaign, in order to do this, you're going to want to select an existing campaign, and it'll show you how many prospects you have available to follow up. So that means that out of all of these campaigns, let's take the code violations, for example. For all of our efforts reaching out to the list of code violations here for January 2023, 20 of them didn't respond at all. So we have an ability to follow up with them. Now, where follow-ups before were free, that's no longer the case. This counts towards your daily max, your daily limit of how many text messages that you can send out. But you would just select it and create the same market, right? Whatever market you want. And then, of course, select month without response. How many months has it been since they responded? Well, this was a brand new one, right? From January, relatively speaking, a couple months old. If it were further back, you'd be able to go further back, of course. And then you name it. Now, it's important to note that you cannot create a follow-up campaign for anything less than 30 days. So if your list isn't 30 days old, then you're not going to be able to follow up. So don't be surprised if you're just getting started by using the link in the description below to support the channel. That's our affiliate link. You're then not going to be able to, within that 30-day window, create any follow-up campaigns. And while that's the long and short of how to create a campaign and a follow-up campaign, knowing that you can't follow up within 30 days for a follow-up campaign, that's not all there is to it. There's really not. You have to understand importing the list, where in that video right here, we're going to cover that. So click right here to understand how to successfully import the list, where of course we're going to be making it easy.